What would you be doing if you weren't doing what you are currently doing? This was the question that was asked of us when we were preparing for the devotions this week, to ask that question. If you weren't a pastor, what would you be doing instead? What a great question, I suppose, on a lot of levels. And I think I have two answers to that question. One a little bit more whimsical, maybe another one a little bit more serious. The first one, the more whimsical one, would be that I would absolutely have been a 15-year, five-tool baseball player in the Major League system. Most of all, I think I would have loved to have had a high on-base percentage and a really strong arm. That would have been my dream, I suppose. And even though I'm 50, I can't imagine that there is really anything else that I kind of would rather be, even since a child and following baseball and still following it today. So on the short list, that would be what I would be doing if it wasn't for my being a pastor. Now, on a more maybe serious note as well, pondering that question makes me think back to my parents and my upbringing, my mother and my father. Both faithful people, of course. You know perhaps that I come from a family of Lutheran pastors. One of the things my mom and dad, and my dad in particular, talked a lot about was vocation. That is a churchy word in a way, but it's basically means that no matter where you are or what you do, you can be part of the process of God taking care of the world, of loving the world, of solving problems of the world and bringing a kind of resolution and goodness into the world. So in particular, I saw that happen with my own mom and dad, as my dad went from one type of being a church leader to another type of leader, going from a parish leader to the director of a program for refugees, for Palestinian refugees in Jerusalem. And I saw him really live out those words in a very direct way. Still serving God, still serving within the church, but making a difference in the lives of Palestinian refugees. Well, the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree, and for 4 years before I came to St. Andrew, I was similarly living overseas, working with refugees, this time in Egypt, with a inter-religious staff of Christians and Muslims, solving one of the great problems that was going on in Egypt with refugees there from Africa and Iraq, struggling in Egypt to get by. And so I wonder if there's something that I would be doing if I wasn't here. I don't know. I love St. Andrew, and I love this place and the ministry that we do here. But I think, if anything, for the rest of my life, I will be involved in one way, shape, or form in what it means, either domestically or internationally, to bring to the world a sense of wholeness and well-being. I think that's just the cloth from which I'm cut. But that's only after I shower up after a good baseball game. All right. Thanks for joining me.